Hey loves, it's me Amor, and this is going to be a video that is a review and a semi get ready with me using all cosmetics from Poundland. Every single makeup product costs £1, and I think I have 12 products in total, so this entire face has been made with £12. So I would say watch. There are some pros and there are some cons. So hope you enjoy. Hello everyone. So as you can tell from the intro, I am going to try and apply a full face of makeup using only Poundland products. So I went ahead and bought two. One being a little bit too dark, one being a little bit too light. I'm thinking I can probably go ahead and use the light one as concealer under my eyes and as a highlighter, and the dark one I can probably use to contour. So these are the two shades. The lighter one is called Warm Beige and number 3, and the dark one is called Toffee and that is a number 4. So, I have done the concealer to tidy up my eyebrows, and I am going to be very honest, it's not looking good. The colour tone is very ashy, so that when you blend it in with the beauty sponge, also from Poundland, let me just add, which is good, it comes off very grey. All those lovely caramel brown tones that were promised inside haven't really materialized, but I think we're going to be good in terms of eyeshadow. This is the palette right here. It is 12 different shades. It ranges from some lovely blush and purples to some deep browns and golds, and it's even got a little bit of a shimmer in it too. It's a pretty standard blush color set. I'm going to go ahead with the eyeshadow and see how I can fix some of this. Oh boy, it is not going well. The colors were very lovely, really in my zone in terms of the colors that I normally use on my eyes, and that's dusky pinks, golds and deep browns. However, the pigment wasn't very good, nor was the quality of the powder, so I found that I was having to really scrape up and rake up the powder in the palette to get enough just so it would pigment the eyelids. And then there was a lot of fallout, so I don't know if you can see, I got a lot of eyeshadow sort of coming down here and falling down because of the amount I was using to try and make the colour stick. The coverage isn't very smooth, so it doesn't, I guess, smooth over the cracks in eyelids. What it just does is just cause lots of creases in there. I am just going to move on and give their liquid eyeliner a shot. Okay, so I have done my eyeliner. I didn't do wings, I didn't want to get too excited. I have added lashes. Unfortunately, these are not from Poundland. They didn't have any lashes in the shop that I went into. So these are just my regular eyelashes that I've used here. Lashes always change everything, so it already looks loads better. What I am going to go and do now is move on to the foundation. So the lighter shade is, what is it called? It is called Cappuccino and it is number 6, and the darker shade is called Warm Cocoa and it is number 8. So I'm guessing there's a number 7 in between these two, and they just didn't have it out in stocks. I am going to have to mix these two together before I apply, so I'm going to go and do that, and you can see how my base looks. Okay. So the colour itself isn't bad, but it's just so patchy. There's literally no way it's just covering. Look at the patches here. Okay. Well, so I tried to contour and it was an epic fail in my opinion. Mainly due to the fact that the products do not blend well. It's not looking great, but it doesn't look bad, but I couldn't do any contouring, so I would say that my skin tone is pretty flat at the moment. I wanted to go ahead with this blusher now. This blusher, I think it's actually called Lush. Oh, it's called Spice. It's called Spice and it's number 3. There's a reason why it's called Spice. There's a lot more goldy undertones, which again is not my thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and put some on. Okay, so I don't think it's acting as a blush because of the tone of this on the tone of my skin. It seems to be acting like a bronzer more than a blush, which is fine because like I mentioned before, the blending or the adding of a contour didn't work at all because it didn't really blend out properly. It just disappeared. So adding in this blush, i.e. what I'm now going to call a bronzer, is adding at least a new colour, so there is some sort of definition rather than a really flat basic face. At least there is some tones and depth to the colours. So I'm going to actually apply a little bit more, and then I'm going to move on to the lipsticks. So I have one that is in a shade 2, and that's Latte, which is like a nudie brown, and I have one that is nice and nude, to number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and try and put some of this on and see what we can say. I'm just going to add some mascara in a black. Now there shouldn't be any issue with this. I mean, mascara is pretty much mascara. I think we got this. Yeah. What I have here is it's a highlighting powder, and it's in the shade Pearl Shimmer.